Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of like 26 homes or something like that. So the link is down below, and we're going to talk about the ones that we think are worth talking about. So let's get started. The high and low on these townhouses, this one at 741 Woodward, I kind of classify it as like garage with electric baseboard heat right in the center of Dorset Park. I actually really like this area. I think it's very quiet. There's also a swimming pool, which is nice. Although we're coming to the end of that season. So high and low on this, basic, like needs lots of work, probably 260, 270. The high end, the most that anything's ever sold is like 325. So at 300, they've done some finishes and upgrades. It looks like they have gas here, and it also looks like they have a standalone unit because electric baseboard, remember, doesn't have a central four-stair system. Lots of different floors here. It'd be nice if it was all the same, but they have put a bit of work into it. So anyway, I don't think they're that far off. Condo fees at $290 are some of the lowest in town for condo towns. Overall, I think they're in the right spot. They made a smart move being under 300. Next up is 782 Shortreed Crescent, 415. It's in the Coates neighborhood, nice quiet street, and facing two-story towns. So some of the streets that have three-story feel very congested. This one has a nice feeling, and also some big mature trees, and the neighbors on both sides have taken nice care of their home. I'm going to go full screen on this one because the nice thing about this home, and it's our listing, I've gotten to know the amount of work that's been put into this home, whether it's extra garage outlets or a new air conditioner that works far better than anything else in this neighborhood, because Mattamy doesn't put the best ones in. Just everything. If a little dollop of paint is off, the owner is absolutely meticulous. And so you definitely notice that. You can't fake pride of ownership, and this home definitely has it. It starts right from the front with the gardens. You've got on the second floor balcony, you've got the nice pergola. You have a main floor den. So this is actually a pull-out couch. So when there's guests, she can pull this out and have an extra bed if she needs. It's a 2-bedroom. And it's a 3-washroom, including 2 full bathrooms. Extended kitchen over here, very tasteful colors, good quality stainless steel appliances, hardwood floor, and then you've got the walkout. If you do happen to have pets, we have a nice little doggy door right here, and lots of space for a living and dining room. Wonderful place to have coffee out on the patio there. Laundry is in between the first and second floors, and then you have your 2 bedrooms upstairs. Little window seat right here. I've seen some people that make a creative use of that space with a little home office or a desk. And like I said, you've got your 2 full bathrooms upstairs, including your master ensuite with a shower. And many of the showers on this street by now are breaking down. This one is in great shape. So anyway, it's a lovely home, 1,356 square feet. And once you go and have a look at this one, you'll see, or you'll feel, just the attention to detail that it has. And not too far from Shortreed, same Coates neighborhood, which is one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of Milton. It's nice and central. It's just got a good feeling when you go there. You know, Mattamy did a good job in general building these homes. This is a 1987 square foot home. It's called a Southbury. And so we just sold a home with very similar finishes, same model as this, on Thompson Road. So Ambrose Crescent, Quiet Crescent, Thompson Road, very busy. I got to figure these guys are going to do very well, especially if it shows well in person. I think this is the right kind of price range for an almost 2,000 square foot semi. Fourth line provides us with an example of how not to do photos. This is a Hayden model, so it's like 1435 square feet. Dark picture. I don't even know what kind of flooring is in there. If you can't tell the kind of flooring in a picture, it's not a good picture. The biggest thing upstairs that I thought, why would they do that? The mirrors aren't even hung up. So you've got a hanging thing here, and then you have the mirrors sitting on the countertop. Your first impression matters, and I always say to people, your first showing is online, and so you've got to be really good, and busier street too. I don't know. I wouldn't. Here's the other thing: finished basement. Didn't show a single picture of the finished basement. So maybe the value's there at this size with a finished basement, and if it looks okay in person, they might have a shot. But from a first impression standpoint, I don't know. I don't see people wanting to come have a look at it from what we're seeing online. Now, right around the same price range is this one on Mander. No finished basement, but somebody's going to look at this and kind of a different problem here. Your photos and your arrangement of furniture and the staging is excellent. It looks great. The problem is that's a really bold color. And so the rule in general with real estate is keep things simple, right? So just, the wall colors, I've seen people say, I don't want to buy this home because of those paint colors. Amazing to think that happens, but it really does. And you've got nice upgraded granite countertops. You've got hardwood on both floors. I would rather take this home, put a finished basement in it, and still be left with a pretty good home that I got to paint eventually. But yeah, looks like a nice one. For $559 for a detached home, it might be linked by the foundation on this side. Looks good. Okay, we've got a battle of the same model here at 188 Weston, and then also one on Dalglish Gardens. Apparently someone ran into a hydro box at Weston and Scott, and there was an explosion and car flipped right over, and hope everyone's well, but it was kind of all over Facebook, these pictures of a flipped over car. So anyway, this one is a Chester model, 2411 square feet, and nice finishes inside. We have seen this model sell for more than $700,000, which I assume is why they're priced this way. Dalglish is $10,000 more at $709,000. If you look at the vast majority of the sales of this model, though, they're not, like one or two outliers don't necessarily make the market. I've never been a big fan of this model personally because I find that the rooms, especially the family room, you can find bigger for the same kind of price range. The two family rooms, though, is what people really like. So even if the one by the kitchen is smaller, you've got this big wide open one up here. If you use this room, remember that you've got noise that travels up into the bedrooms. So anyway, finished basement on this one. I don't know if we did have a couple shots, just one actually of the finished basement. That certainly adds value, and I believe Dalglish does not have a finished basement. So this is definitely the one I would go with. Now this one on Holland Rake, I'm surprised it's still for sale. I know it sides onto Clark. It backs onto green space. It's 3,300 square feet, and it has a finished basement. So you've got the basement plus the size of the home and the green space, even if it's not perfect inside. I just think that this has a lot of value at this price range. We've seen this model with a finished basement and no green space go for $830 in the last few months. So there's enough of a discount built in, I think anyway, that you could probably come in and do some work on this one. I don't know, maybe, I have no idea. Maybe it smells bad or maybe the work isn't good or something, but there's something going on here because this is a good deal in my eyes, at least from seeing it online. I haven't been in person. Wettlaufer may be, this model is a Heathwood model, one of my top 5 favorite floor plans. It's called a Cloverdale model. Why do I like it so much? You come in, first of all, you get a decent sized porch. You come in, you've got kind of a formal dining room here. You've got a little bit of curve on the staircase, which just gives you a little something. It's not so square. Same thing over here. You've got angles here. You've got a covered porch. So if you want to barbecue, you can barbecue 12 months a year. You can sit outside for much longer than most people. You've got a little office solarium area, a big laundry room, and then you've got an open concept kitchen with the great room, plus the built-in fireplace entertainment center. I just think this one, it's got windows pretty much all across the back. I don't know, it just has a great floor plan, especially on the main floor. Now, it's 2,700 square feet, so the price is a little high for that, and you do pay a premium for the Heathwood homes. We saw even last year 2,400 square foot homes going for $760, $770. So with the larger size plus the finishes, which are quite good, and then also having the green space, I could see someone writing an offer. There's the office right there with the door walking out too. So I could see someone coming in and buying this one for this price. Very modern finishes in the bathrooms and a great view in the backyard. I like this one. Very, very nice. Okay, so sales court. We have a about 3250 square foot Primrose model. 1.1 basically, 1099. It's an excellent floor plan. Again, not bad at all. One of my favorites, although maybe it's not top 5. Waffle ceiling, great finishes. And so here's the difference on this one is that you've got a lot that's 113 feet wide. Standard size for this property, I think it's like 50 or something like that. It's a double lot basically, and so you've got a huge amount of space here. You've got the in-ground pool, which doesn't even make a dent in this backyard, and you've got great escarpment views too. So I don't know. We've seen stuff in Old Milton. Some of the custom homes on bows and stuff like that. So they've been at 1.1. I just think for what you're getting here, you're getting a bigger lot than what you find in Old Milton, really. You're getting a great street, getting a lovely looking home. And if there's such a good thing as a good deal for 1.1, this is it. This is going to get action. Sixth line is 2.49, and medieval meets modern. I'm fascinated by that phrase. I have no idea what it means. Yeah, nice looking home. Lots of great architectural features. The thing about the description is it says things like 9-inch baseboards and lowy windows. If I'm writing a check for $2.5 million, I expect that. Okay, so what is different about this home compared to any other home out there? I can see the architectural features, but what is it? I think in this price range, you really have to decide what is truly, truly better about your house than anything else and just plug away at it, because the buyers here are so specific. You've got to put that beacon there and say, this is what makes me different. This is why you should come see it. And that's hyper. You should do that with every home, but I think in something like this, you have to be hyper aware of your competition, because there may only be 5 or 10 buyers at any given time, even looking at this price point realistically, that can write the check. And the last one is 8th line. We've got it for $14 million, 50 acres, and you can see where it is, Britannia, and you've got the 407. Mississauga is just on the other side here. You know, whatever. I know most people watching this video are probably not going to buy this, but what I did want to point out, because it's a real HGTV thing to do, commission on this is 3%. If you do the math, that's a $420,000 check that arrives in that agent's bank account who has the buyer for this home. So that should be a good payday. Now taxes come off and the broker takes a piece and everything else, but that's still, someone would be very happy with that check. So there you go. Go find a buyer for this one. If you do, it's worth it to get your real estate license. Okay, that's the list. If you have any questions or if there's anything you want to see today, let us know. And we've got a 2,700 square foot, 2,750 actually, with a finished basement on a wonderful beauty street coming out very soon for $795. So as soon as I get the pictures, I'm going to send them out to you, and have a great day.